What's up? What's up? What's up, people? Hello, welcome back. So, I'm here in Suzhou at the Suzhou Olympic Park, Suzhou Olympic Center. NIO Day is happening just outside, so that's where I'm going right now. Hello, welcome. So I'm heading outside to NIO Day, and I just want to say that, I don't know what I want to say actually. It's cold outside. I just came in here to charge up my phone so I'd have enough power for the rest of the day, and I hope the stream will work, that sort of thing. I hope it's more smooth. I have a gimbal today that seems to be a little wonky, but it looks better, I think. So today, at various times, I may have to cut the stream short because I do have to show my QR code and my vaccination status and all that stuff. Like, for example, right on there. Anytime you go into a shopping mall or anywhere, you have to show all your information. Hi, Eric. There's Xpong. Ion. There's a BYD store around here too. Oh my god. My phone's too heavy for this gimbal. I've never really used it before. Let me see. Oh. That's right. Alright. Let's try to fix this real quick. Come on. There we go. Oh. Alright, so yeah, welcome to Suzhou. There is a police officer. So all around here there's a lot of NIO volunteers. I already talked to one just before I got out of my taxi on the way here. And there was a NIO volunteer waiting, standing around. And she told me actually you can go into the NIO place at 2 o'clock. So it's already, you can go in and I guess sit down. I don't know what's happening inside. I'll go try to find out. The only problem is that you can't come and go as you please. So once I'm in there, I'm kind of trapped in there. So I'll probably just be hanging around outside, seeing what's happening. Oh, almost died. Oh, there it goes. Okay, back. I think my phone's too heavy for this thing. Oh, all right. Oof. So we've got a nice little playground for kids over here. It's freaking cold. So any questions, guys, about what's going on in Suzhou or so far NIO Day? Exciting? Yeah, pretty exciting. Not super exciting. Not yet, anyway. I did go to the NIO house today, the Suzhou NIO house, which you may have seen me go to before. But at that Suzhou NIO house, they're gonna have the new car, the ET5 presumably, either tomorrow or the next day. Right now they have an ET7 on display, and so I asked them when I can see the new car, and they said probably in 2 days, but I'll be gone. I'll be back to Shenzhen, so that's unfortunate. But maybe tomorrow. And for those people that think there's gonna be 3 cars announced today, I don't think that's likely. There's KFC. All right. Oh man, this gimbal sucks. Let me try to fix this. Oh, it really sucks. When do I think NIO will list in Hong Kong? I don't know, next year I guess. That's what they're saying. But I don't have any insight on that. So here's a NIO volunteer. What should I ask him? Hey, 你好，可以问你一些问题吗？不可以吗？不可以问你 like 为什么你要当一个 NIO 的志愿者，对吗？
大概还有5分钟，我换班。
哦 ，OK， 好，
可以找别的。
好。你是车主吗？
啊？
你是车主吗？
车主，哇！
你是NIO车主吗？ 你是 user 吗？
user。
你有车主？
不是，我只是是大学生，大学生。
哦，OK。My gimbal sucks. Oh man. I tried to ask him why he wants to be a volunteer for NIO, but he just said he's a college student. Here's another NIO day volunteer, probably a college student as well. I'll try to ask him. Volunteer, I don't know, I can't say it well. It's 志愿者. 你好，我们什么时候可以进去？几点可以进去？
我不太清楚，你可以去问咨询处。
那你是干嘛的？
我只是为你们指一个方向。
一个方向。
对。
方向是这个。
那边走。
OK。
会有人。
OK。
继续领。
好，谢谢。These NIO user volunteers aren't very helpful, are they? NIO day. He said he just tell me which direction to go. He can't tell me anything else. But I already know what direction. Yeah, I will ask any NIO owner I see if they own stocks. Definitely. I think it's still too early. Not too many people are out milling about that are NIO people. But I'm gonna head over there and check anyway. Damn, this gimbal sucks. Should I just take off the gimbal or should I try to make it work? Hold on. Oh. Let me try this again. All right. Are you? Any other celebrities? I don't know. I don't think Alan Walker is even here. I don't think he's in China. I'm pretty sure he's just gonna be on some sort of virtual reality type thing. Nice little doggy.你狗叫什么名字？
小一灯，
小什么？
小一灯，
一丹？什么意思啊？嗨，一丹 ，Hello， 嗨，太可爱了。他几岁啊？2岁。2岁，很可爱。好白。哦，拜拜。你好，你是志愿者吗？
对。
你是车主还是大学生？
大学生。
你们都是大学生。
对。
我以为志愿者都是车主，不是。好吧，那我们可以进去吗？
你是要进主会场吗？
可以吗？
从那边方向走。
现在可以吗？
现在我不太清楚。
OK， 好，就坐这边。好。So he just said, thank you, 谢谢。Also a college student, and he just said the direction. Nobody seems to know much more than that. It's too early, I think. Bye-bye. Oh, damn, this gimbal freaking sucks ass. I gotta buy my own gimbal, a good one. All right, and that might work. So yeah, this is Suzhou. Suzhou's an old city, but this is a new part of Suzhou. This arena, Olympic area. It's pretty new, I think 2 or 3 years old. But Suzhou is really famous, has lots of old... Yi Dan is a famous female actor in China. That dog's named after her. It should be Fan Bingbing. Hello. 我们现在可以进去吗？
可以。
可以吗？
去那边买票。
那已经有票，那进去的话可以再出门吗？
可以啊。
可以 ，OK， 好，谢谢。Oh, so okay, maybe I can go in and out. The first person I talked to said I cannot go in and out, but I don't think these people actually know anything. All I know is this gimbal is garbage. All right, I'm just gonna hold it. Sorry guys, it's gonna be shaky. Oh. All right. I gotta buy a gimbal if I ever want to live stream. So yeah, Suzhou, beautiful city. It's actually a really great city. It's about 20-30 minutes from Shanghai. And they have these old canals and waterways, and they say it's like the Venice of China. But they say every city with any kind of water in China is the Venice of China. Every city is the Venice of China. Yes, Paulo, yes. We filmed a story, my story. I guess every year NIO does user stories based on their car owners, their stories. Last year I remember there was one about a guy in Wuhan that had a noodle shop, served people food during the pandemic. And then, so yeah, this year they filmed my story. Actually, it's gonna be really interesting to see it. I was talking to the director just like 20 minutes ago. And he said that they just finished it like 6 a.m. this morning. He directed all 4 of the stories. They're like little mini movies. And he finished it at 6 in the morning, drove from Shanghai to Suzhou to deliver it. And so it's ready. He said it's really good. He said my acting is great, so I don't really believe him, but I do trust him. He was very professional, very good crew, a couple cameramen, a couple drone operators. We filmed in Shanghai and we filmed in Gansu province. My story is actually, it's a true story. Part of it is from this year, from when I had my NIO, and part of it is something that happened to me like 5 years ago. But it's a true story, and we combined it. And actually, William Lee, he hand-selected all the user stories. So he selected my story as well. I haven't met him, haven't talked to him. But I was told that actually he chose my story. And originally they had changed my story like a lot. So there was a script they gave me a few weeks ago. And it was like something completely made up. And then I guess like Li Bin, he said, no, I don't want that story. It's made up. It's not real. It's fake. And he said he wanted a story that was actually happened to me. I can't breathe, man. So he said he wanted a story that actually happened to me. And it was one I had posted on the NIO app already. So he already knew the story. So he chose the story. And I worked with NIO, with the director, who was not from NIO, was like a third-party production company. Worked with them. And we made a story based on real life. But it's like combined. Like I said, story from 5 years ago and story from this year. So when I go in here, I'm probably gonna have to cut off my stream and show them all my vaccination status and COVID test status and travel thing. It's called Xingchengma. It's like a green arrow. And I also have to show them my green QR code. So I'm gonna have to show them all this stuff. So I'll probably have to cut off my stream when I do go in there. So I'm not going in there yet. But yeah, and you're welcome for that story, that background. I'm gonna make a video about the real story with real photos, and about working with NIO to make my little movie after you guys see the movie. So maybe next week I'll make a video about that. A lot of NIO vans. Bao bao 可以带进去吗？背包可以。好，现在开了吗？哦，OK。I'm looking forward to seeing my story too. It's gonna be interesting. We actually, so we more about my story, I suppose I should tell you guys. First, I flew to Shanghai, and I met with them, with NIO staff and with the production company. And we talked about like what they really wanted. They already had a script for me and some stuff they wanted me to say. They wrote a bunch of stuff for me to say in Chinese, which my Chinese sucks, like it's okay. But it's more like conversational. And so they had me like reading a whole bunch of Chinese, like literally like paragraphs of Chinese, and I can't read Chinese that great. I'm okay, but like I'm not fluent when I read Chinese. I'm barely fluent when I speak English. And so I was reading this stuff and I was like, even still, it's not like real. It's not really like what really happened. You know, it's acting. It's the interview was like pre-scripted for me what to say. So then eventually the director was like, why don't you just, you know, say how you really said it, how you would say it. So I'm not sure if they're going to use the stuff that was like pre-written for me or stuff that I actually would say in Chinese, which is like kindergarten level Chinese, but at least it's my own words. So, or maybe they don't use the interview at all. Maybe they just make the movie. So yeah, so I was in Shanghai. We filmed an interview, and then we filmed the first part of my movie. And every movie is only 2 to 3 minutes long. And they're going to be in the first 10 or so minutes of the NIO Day today, according to the schedule that I have. So you might see me within the first 10 minutes. But so in Shanghai, we went to a cafe, and they pretended that was like my cafe, and I was closing my cafe down because I had a cafe in China. So they filmed me like being sad at my cafe, closing it down, and then happy, looking to the future, right? And then so then I bought my NIO, and then we flew out to Gansu province, and it was freezing cold. It was minus 10 degrees, and we went up to the mountains into a village, and that's where we filmed the second part of my story. We actually used another NIO owner's car. In Gansu province, they said there's only 200 NIO owners right now in total. And in the city we went to, there's no NIO owners. But she let us take her car. They drove down her car and a NIO charging van. Drove it down from Lanzhou, something like 8 or 10 hours. Met us there at the airport. And then we went up into the mountains and we filmed. It was really beautiful, snowy mountains. We went to a village. And I met like some local minority guys, which is based on their true story. Yuguzu is like a yellow wigger, is what they're called in English. It's a minority group. I met them in real life randomly a few years back, like 5 years back, and they took me to their village. And that's the story we filmed. Because you know, Hello World is the theme, right? And something else I should say about that, but I'll tell you in a minute. So Hello World is the theme for today's NIO Day. And so the stories are all about like starting with hello, basically. So this guy like said hello, or I said hello in the script. In real life, he said hello first. But so it's about like making friends and building bridges, right? And Hello World, I think, is the theme for NIO Day because, in my opinion, my guess is that they're going to be announcing more expansion into other countries. I think they've already said they're going to expand to 5 countries in next year, right? In Europe. This isn't like a hint. This isn't anything except one of the guys, the NIO staff, told me. He said, expect it in America sooner than most people think. We were talking about a lot of things. You know, we were talking like a lot of people online say it's not going to be for a few years, maybe 2025. But he was like, expect in America sooner than you think. So I don't know if they're going to announce it today. America, I don't think so, but you never know. But I do think Hello World is a key hint of what their theme is for today is expansion. But that's just a guess on my part. He also asked me, him and some other NIO staff asked me, do I think that NIO House would be okay in America, like that concept? And we talked about that a little bit, and I said, for the people that would buy a NIO, like probably wealthier, more liberal type people, they might go and go to have a coffee at a NIO House. But I think like most people in America probably aren't going to drive to a NIO House to do like yoga, like the people in Oslo in Norway. But I don't know, just some things to think about. I don't think they were doing like real market research, like by asking me questions, but they were just curious what I thought, how Americans would respond to NIO actually being in America. So anyway, yeah, I might go inside this. Let's go see if I can go inside this. Can't actually go inside, they said, but can go inside the outer area here. But I might need to cut off my stream. We'll see. It's too cold. Does anyone get jealous of my Nomi jacket? Not yet. Everybody else has NIO jackets too. Like NIO jacket. Hello. Everybody else has NIO stuff too. Go Giants, go Warriors. What about the San Jose Sharks? I think most people that want a NIO jacket or a Nomi jacket too, they can get one. They use their points, right? Being an American living in China, to answer that question, it's pretty good. Chinese people are super nice, super friendly in general. It's very hard to find any complaints when living in China. There's lots of like BS politics stuff. Americans hate Chinese people and vice versa, like we're enemies or whatever. But actually real people don't really care, like, do you hate any Chinese people? No. Chinese people hate you? No. Can piao ma? Okay guys, I probably gotta go. I'm gonna show them the ticket. I'll come back soon. Okay, are you guys still here? Somebody say something if you're still here. Oh, it doesn't look like it.